Hi, I'm Mike from Marilyn's Nursery in Lebanon, Missouri. Today we're going to talk about an application of how to seed your yard. Or if you'd like, this is an application you can use to apply any type of seed, including wildflower seed. As any other process in installing a yard, you must first have good topsoil. We recommend 3 to 4 inches of good topsoil. We also recommend that you have a good irrigation system, especially here in the Ozarks where we have very hot and dry summers. Hydroseeding is a way to apply any type of seed, as we said, and we're going to go through some of the products here that we use. Then we'll show you on the rest of the film how this is applied to your yard. First, the tank is filled with water. It holds 500 gallons, placed in our T600 thin hydroseeder. Next, we use a wood cellulose mulch to fill the tank. Usually use 5 bales per 5,000 square feet. This is a green color. It gives you that nice green color where you can see where you've hydroseeded your yard. In addition to that, we also put in a high phosphorus content fertilizer. This helps to get the roots going in your yard. We also, prior to using that, will apply a yard starter to the yard by spreader. While this, we use a product called Stick Plus, which helps to make a mat on your yard in addition to the mulch. All this helps to control erosion. It helps the mat to adhere to your yard through germination and the growing process of the seed. We also use a product called Thin Hydromax, which is a blend of compounds consistent with natural plant hormones and vitamins, which really gives that seed extra nutrients to start germination and grow. There is something called a hydrogel. It's much like the product that you find in baby diapers. It's hydrophilic, meaning that as the water hits the product, it swells. Again, this helps to hold moisture into the mat on your yard to enable germination more quickly. Finally, the tank is full of all of these other products. We add 50 pounds of grass seed. This could be any type of seed that you like to use, whether it's Kentucky bluegrass, Kentucky 31. In this case, and in this area, we usually use a 5-way blend of fescue. And again, a 50-pound bag to a new yard should cover 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So what are the benefits of hydroseeding over the traditional way of seeding your lawn? We've all done this in the past. It takes a lot of man hours. First getting your soil ready and level, putting on your grass seed and your fertilizer, then breaking it, and then rolling it, and then putting straw over the top. And not to mention the fact that 2 weeks later when it does come up, you have to remove the straw. You don't have to do this with hydroseeding. It's an all-in-one application. An hour that might take you 8 hours to apply the traditional way takes about 1.5 hours to do with hydroseeding. The other benefits, of course, by doing so is cost savings if you're having this done by somebody else. It also is an erosion-proof method as it forms a thick mat on your yard. Finally, in comparison to putting sod on your yard, hydroseeding costs approximately 1/3 if you include the cost of labor of application of sod. Put all this in the tank and let's see how it's put out on your yard.
Here's Wyatt putting in the cellulose into the vat. It's filled with 500 gallons of water. Philip is helping him out here. Again, we'll put 5 bales into this vat. Nice green color, kind of helps us to see where we've been. It kind of gives a aesthetic look what the customer likes as well. Here's the enzymatic brew that's added, as well as the hydrophilic agent to help keep moisture in the mix while the seed germinates. Next is the tackifier, which kind of helps keep the mat together, so it helps with erosion. Wyatt will let this mix for a while before he then adds 50 pounds of fescue. And again, you can add any seed that you would like, whether it be Kentucky 31, Bermuda, any wildflower seed works well. Here's Wyatt doing a hand application. Again, he tries to put on uniformly, but as you'll see, he'll feather it in here in a few minutes to try to get it as uniform as he can. Again, this tank generally will do about 5,000 square feet. It is kind of subjective based on the person who's applying it. See how he's now trying to feather it in to make it more uniform. I find that the tower application, which you'll see on a baseball field here in a few minutes, applies even more uniform than this. Here's the finished product. Here's Wyatt on the platform of the fin. This is a great place to apply it. We're at a baseball field here in mid-Missouri. See, he's laying down a nice mat of seed along the first baseline. Another angle. You can't do this with conventional seeding. This really gives you the ability to lay it down right right where you'd like it. You can see how uniform the seeding is, and you can shoot this up to 150 feet or even more, given the several different nozzles that we have. A great application for hydroseeding. We hope you've enjoyed this film, and we hope you consider using Marilyn's for your next hydroseeding project.